Procurement logistics, supply logistics, procurement logistics. Sourcing of material needed to manufacture products. In other words, this part of supply chain focuses on purchasing raw materials, replacement parts, auxiliary supplies, operating supplies, and other items needed for manufacturing process to work. Procurement logistics. Now you'll say, sir, what is this procurement and what is this procurement logistics? Is it they are the same thing? There will be a question coming to your mind. You are right. The procurement department, what you have in your company or in my company, they are one of the critical component of logistics to ensure that we get the raw material in time and other ancillaries in time. But procurement is not only like placement of order and the material will be sent by supplier, we'll see. No. When we add a word logistic to it, we are not interested only in placement of order. We want to give end-to-end result. I want raw material in time. I want diesel to be, diesel is not a raw material for you, but diesel is essential required to run your machine so you can produce. Spare parts, you don't need spare parts to as a raw material for your manufacturing products, but you need your machines to run regularly. You have to have a spare parts and spare parts and consumables. So the procurement logistics is not limited to raw material. It has all the required materials to be procured, to be tracked correctly so that you are able to maintain proper inventory levels, so that your procurement logistics ensure that your production logistics does not go under disruption or shutdown. Production logistics. Flow of goods that includes the management of procured parts and materials, distribution inside a factory, production management, packaging and shipment to warehouse. See, if I remove the word logistics from production, you will say, sir, production what? Machine is there, we give raw material, machine produces the garments, machine produces the steel bars, matter ends. No. When I say production logistics means there is a concept in premises where the raw material will be stored. There are time and motion studies are done so that raw material does not travel more in the factory. It comes, machine eats immediately and produces the output. Then the raw material is stored, the finished goods are stored in the flow. You don't move the product to the back end another time. The concept here is very simple. Production is very simple phenomena you are producing. But how you manage the total logistic, even if it is the 5 kilometer radius manufacturing premises are there. How you avoid the unnecessary to and fro transportation of finished good, raw materials. Correct? Logically speaking, your loading bay should be where your warehouse is, so that directly the truck comes attached to warehouse and your product moves on. Correct? But if your warehouse is here and loading bay is other end, for unnecessary you have to travel your products 5 kilometers within your own premises. What is your logistic plans? Correct? So that's why these are all the specific to production logistics. Okay, specific production. Where you should have your inventory levels near to your, just next to your manufacturing house, your production house. The raw material come, it gets offloaded 5 kilometers away, factory manufacturing premises within the same campus at another end. Why you want to do unnecessary raw material movement? Getting my point? So that's why when the logistics word is added, I go back to the mother definition what we saw. When the logistic words is added, it clearly indicates that look, avoid, do a time and motion study, avoid unnecessary movement of goods. So that's the concept of logistics when it comes to procurement logistics, production logistics, sales logistics. Also called, now the sales division is coming here, correct? Also called distribution logistics. Sales logistics is in the downstream of production logistics or manufacturing logistics. Once the manufacturing is completed, you need to distribute your product. You have to store your finished good in warehouse. You may have to do a logistics to another country or in another state. So that is the process is happening where you are doing what? You are doing a management of processes which are involved in distribution of product from the output of your manufacturing premises to the hands of customer. Not retail, not distribution, hands of customer. So that is the concept of sales logistics. You know that sometimes this companies who gives a franchise, correct? Correct? So what they say, we are looking for a retail showroom in this XYZ area. And you approach them and said, look, I am in ABC area. Can I have this? He said, sorry, thank you. We are looking for a sales logistics, or we're looking for a retailer in XYZ area, which is located maybe 50 km away or even 10 km away. You can say, no, I'm nearby, just 10 km away. Still the manufacturer will say, no, I'm looking in XYZ area. And what is the meaning of this? I want to ensure that there is a gap in sales logistics in XYZ area because the nearest showroom is 8 km away. I want to bring a showroom near to that XYZ area because my supply chain management has analyzed the data and it indicated that I'm losing some customer ground because of the deficiency in sales logistics. Customers are struggling to get my product. So this is how the sales logistics comes in picture. Recovery logistics or recycle logistics next. Is the flow that recovers and recycle products, containers and packaging that have fulfilled their role. Emphasis is being placed on this flow in recycle oriented societies. No, now there is no oriented societies. The 5R on my video channel, you will see that I have 2 videos right now, but I'm going to add 3 more videos on that. 5R, recycle, refuse, recycle, reuse, refurbish, rot. So the recycling is being emphasized. Sometimes you get product back. iPhone says, give me iPhone version 15, 14 and take iPhone 16, 17. Okay? What is this? Even in our engineering specifications, when we write that we need aluminum doors and windows, correct? So we, in our specification, we says, we want aluminum, recycled aluminum percentage should be at least 30%. What is the meaning of that? Automatically, the industries are encouraging now recycling, reuse, refurbishment, so that you deplete the earth resources minimum as much as possible and to minimize. And I gave this example before also in our channel, okay, that sorry, I'm on YouTube channel, so my word comes as a channel word. So in our forum, I have said this point that the aluminum production will continue till 2050. That is an estimate, by the way, forecast. Forecasts are all subject to change, but yes, there is a forecast. The way the consumption forecast is there for next 50 years time, 25 years time. And after that, they said that the new aluminum will not be required. So the demand and the requirement of aluminum will be sustained through will be sustained through what? Will be sustained through what is the aluminum already available, produced in different formats on earth. Your reviews are important. Please do that, because that create a culture of making the things in the review patterns. So this is a point of logistics, reverse logistics.